Welcome to the Power Chamber Podcast.
The only PCP that didn't think it could get any worse.
Oh my god. Okay, so we just watched episode 4 of Power Rangers Super Ninja Steel. Making waves.
Making waves.
Oh my god.
And man, they completely flipped the boat on this one, man.
Wow.
How? How did any of that happen? Oh gosh, I'm sorry.
Wow,
I didn't
that
mean
was
to go off the rails.
Okay, man.
So we have a Sarah and Haley focused episode.
Yeah,
we've been talking throughout the season saying that Haley can make anybody look good.
Yeah, that's right. That's what we did
This
say for last season.
Definitely proved us wrong.
Yep. Oh man.
Because the episode opens with like a fishing competition going on.
Yeah.
Which I guess is in the ocean, is what the implication's supposed to be.
I guess, yeah.
Summer Cove. And Haley's dad is introduced, right?
Yeah.
And he's got an invention that finds fish underwater or something. I don't know. It's got a radar.
It finds things.
Yeah, it's a sub.
It's got a net.
Unmanned sub thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a net, and they're looking for this big fish that Victor and Monty want for their own.
Well, they get 50th
reasons.
Trophy, dude. That's his whole 50th
thing. 50th trophy.
Like, even in the last episode, he was like, hey, you want to date somebody who almost has 50 trophies?
Yeah. We've been talking about it.
Yeah.
That's going to be Victor's plot for the season.
He's done no plot. Cartoon, so we're just going to...
It's fine. That's going to be his story throughout the season from now on.
Yeah. I will say, the comedy wasn't bad. It's just not...
It's not
particularly
God,
we did too much.
It has nothing to do with what's going on.
There was way too much going on in this episode.
Yeah, it was
like
nuts.
the villain plot and like Haley's dad meets Sarah's mom,
and they start having a thing.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like Sarah's mom comes in and she really hits it off with Haley's dad.
Yeah,
they have a date. They decide to go on a date while they're fixing the drone, which got broke by hitting the villain machine.
Yeah, wave-making machine.
Yeah, it's supposed to cause a tidal wave that's going to wipe the city off the map, and that's the show.
Yeah.
Nah, it's not a bad plot.
No, not really.
But wait, there's more. Sarah and Haley, for some reason, decide they're going to break up their parents.
Yeah, which is not terrible.
It's not out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah, I get that, because they're like, oh, this is a little bit weird.
It's a little weird.
Let's not do that. The problem, of course,
is the excuse.
Is that we don't know. This is the first time
we
these
don't know
people
why
have had.
They want to break up.
This is the first time these people have had that conversation.
Yeah, they've never had an on-screen like talk to each other. Yeah, not even when Sarah was trying to fix her Power Star. Yeah, back in episode 2.
Yeah, we totally just we were focused on other things.
Yeah,
maybe they had a conversation.
Maybe.
Who knows? The problem, the point I'm trying to make is that there's never been a moment where they're like, oh my god. Sarah, Haley, like if they had met that way, that would be something at least to lead to something like this.
Yeah, yeah, but their dynamic doesn't make sense. Like I don't know what they're talking about. Like, do they want to break them up for good reasons or just because
I think it's mostly because of the implication is that they just want it because it's weird and they don't want their parents to be together because it just kind of makes things awkward between them, so they're going to break them up. The problem is that Sarah's whole delivery of it seems to be like...
This is a sitcom plot.
Well, no, it's more or less... Because she's the one to come up with the idea.
Right. She's like...
And it's a very weird... Because whenever she says it, it sounds like a terrible thing to do. Yeah. And Haley's just kind of like...
It's malintent.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm totally on board with this.
And so, in montage, they ruin the date.
Yeah.
And then we cut back to Victor and Monty.
They don't ruin the date. They tell them, like, reverse things about
each
other.
No, they give them bad dating advice.
But they're so, like... It's so out of the realm of, like, what is possible.
Well,
possibly
like
be
the
happening.
exotic foods thing was good. Like, the picnic thing I don't have a problem with. But, like, the spinning... likes to go around real fast. Like, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense because, first of all, it's in a park playground. Yeah. And I'm like...
There are two grown people.
Yeah, two adult people with children that are, like, in high school. So,
two middle-aged people.
This whole thing doesn't make any sense.
Like, why would they be there?
Yeah.
But how could you be like, he loves to go, like, he loves to go fast. Take him to like a theme park, get a roller coaster.
Well, we couldn't.
Not a freaking merry-go-round.
Too much.
A playground.
We didn't have enough money, dude.
Yeah, I guess not. We didn't have time because we had to.
Yeah, we had to cut back to Victor and Monty because comedy.
Yeah.
Even though I'm pretty sure the parents would have been able to fill the comedy without them.
All of that stuff was comedy. Like none there was no action going on at all.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't. This episode.
So the Rangers figure out that the machine that Haley's dad caught is part of the evil villain's plan because it's got the Galaxy Warriors logo on it for some reason.
For some reason, because
branding.
Yeah, branding.
And basically their plan is to make a giant wave to wash over the city. It's a very flimsy, weak sauce plan.
Weak sauce.
And then they're like, we gotta go stop them. So they go and they have a fight scene with the monster, and then they're like, the monster runs into the ocean with the machine. They're like, we need your dad's machine to find and take out this machine again. And they're like, well, he's not going to want to build it if he hates my mom or something. Or some,
their
someone.
Date went
they
bad, so
looked,
they can't work together.
Yeah, they looked at each other and they were like, oh no, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
And then
there's some kind of false drama being built there.
We cut to Mick throwing away the machine.
Yeah.
Why he's doing that, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Well, he's just
he's obviously, he can't fix it. He doesn't know anything about programming.
Yeah, he's not a genius. You're not the best mechanic that
Not even, and Redbot's not even there for some reason. Like,
because we need to make this
the
plot
robot's
work,
not there. We need to force this plot to work for some reason.
And then they're like, "Oh, you broke up your parents. Now they don't want to be. Now they want to work with each other."
Yeah,
which is not how they act.
That's
later.
not how they act.
And they're like, "Oh, well, maybe we can get them back together." Oh, they will if we have
the right people ask.
And then this is bad.
And it's the worst.
Oh man, they like lure the parents back into the shop class garage.
Why didn't
and
they
show up with the Rangers, and they're just like, you need to do this so that we can do the whatever and save the day.
Yeah, so we can...
This is a terrible... Man, there's a million reasons why this is a bad idea.
Yeah. They're in the base.
Yeah. They're in the base, fixing something that only Haley and her friends know is broken.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And the shop teacher with the secret robot.
Yeah, the shop teacher with the secret robot. Well, you don't know. They probably don't read the blog. And then
certainly not popular.
And then they're like, okay, we'll work together, and they just have a conversation. Like we didn't need any of that. They're just like, I'm sorry about doing this. I'm sorry about doing this. Maybe we were given wrong dating advice by our children.
Yeah.
They just come up with that.
Yeah.
There's no lead in. They're just like, I'm sorry.
It's in the script.
I thought that you made me dad dating advice. What should have happened is he should have said, well, I mean, Haley told me that you like exotic foods or whatever.
Yeah.
And then she should have figured it out and been like, oh,
that's funny. Sarah said you like to spin.
Yeah.
For some reason.
But that's not what happens. Instead, they're like...
Instead, they immediately go
Yeah, they immediately jump.
They gave us bad advice.
Yeah. And then, so they fix the machine. Mm-hmm. The Rangers go out to set the thing at sail. And, yeah. And the monsters stops them, kinda, and they're able to get in the water. And they defeat the monster. But the monster grows giant. And they're like,
then Brody's
Mick,
like, oh no, what are we going to do?
We need a Zord. Mick, oh my god, we need something to fight a giant monster.
I sure wish we had this.
Never done this before. Oh. But it gets worse.
It gets worse.
Because Mick is all of a sudden made a Zord star. And it attaches itself to the drone doohickey.
Yeah.
And it becomes a new Zord.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys have been really good so far with the Zord introduction
until now.
At the very least, there's been like some kind of vision in the prism that's like, you need to make this in order to do the thing. But this, man, man.
This is a cop out.
And then
of the biggest.
And then obviously, Lee Vaden pilots the thing.
Yeah, of course. You remember how important he was in this
episode? He's been such a big part of this episode. And then they combine with the Megazord and win the day. And then we go back to Sarah and Haley apologize to their parents.
And they're like, "Hi,
we knew the whole time.
Yeah, we figured it out.
Stay away from our next date."
Yeah. Which I guess means they're gonna go on another date.
Yeah,
which is weird because like there's no indication that they're gonna do that.
I think that by the end of the season it's gonna be like a oh my god sister thing.
Guess.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Or at least
really
they
don't have the dynamic for that, man.
They really don't. They really well. Again, we needed the best friend thing in order to make this work, and the episode pretends like that's been a thing, but it hasn't.
I think this plot was originally meant for Calvin and Haley.
No. Well, because Sarah's mom being there makes sense.
Right.
I get that.
She should have built the drone.
But, like, yeah. Well, maybe. I don't know. Because she's pretty good about fixing whatever
person.
Yeah.
Like, she's already the established character who builds stuff with her hands, so...
Yeah, I know. But, I mean, it's nice we introduce more parents peoples.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
It's true. I'm not a fan of Haley's dad.
Yeah?
Not a good... Not
He's
good.
a little bit too cartoonish. Just a touch. Or is it... I guarantee you that... I agree with you that there's something off about him.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, though.
He's
not the best
you know
actor.
What I think it is, and I hate myself.
It's not.
It's Haley's
Colonel
dynamic
Truman.
with him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because like, you know, we've done this better. You know, like Shelby and Colonel Truman, they felt like
father and daughter.
Yeah, like father and daughter, parent and offspring.
That's a good point. Yeah, these people don't feel like.
Yeah, Sarah and Sarah's mom, they kind of already established that stuff.
Yeah.
But Haley and her dad don't have that.
Yeah.
Ability. It's sad.
Oh man, this wasn't good. We cut back to Victor and Monty, the end on joke, and the episode's over. And man,
a joke that I totally called.
Man, I am utterly baffled because this is a good idea. It's just the execution
was so poor.
Because there's so much there's way too much happening in this episode. There's no focus.
The
just
Zord
like
stuff is so all of a sudden.
Yeah,
like,
the
it
Zord
shouldn't even matter.
just happens. Victor and Monty. I mean, the stuff that they have is good, but it just doesn't. We don't have time to focus on that stuff. You need.
It was a bad episode.
Pacing's a huge problem.
So we're at 50-50 with Super Ninja Steel right now.
Well, it doesn't help that this followed episode 3.
Yeah.
God,
that does give me hope for episode 5, though.
This is probably the worst episode, man. Because
yeah, there's just so much like on top of each other, and they don't handle any of it really well.
Nope.
Like, yeah, and like everybody's there again. It just irritates me that everybody's standing around watching Haley's dad flirt with Sarah's mom.
Yeah,
it's weird. Like you wouldn't do that. Your friends wouldn't do that.
They gotta be. They're a team. They gotta be together
all the time. It makes sense for Haley and Sarah to be there.
Yeah, it does. It even makes sense for Calvin to be there.
They should have been trying to catch the fish. You know, Sarah versus Haley.
Yeah, like if they
have Haley's mom build a drone, Haley's dad build a drone, Sarah's mom build a drone. Also.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and then they build a super drone, and that could lead into the Zord stuff.
Right, like have one of them be like white or black, and then they mix them together, make purple.
They get a purple one, yeah.
This is bad.
Yeah, it's really bad.
I was so. Oh man, this is gonna be a tough one to beat. Oh wow.
Yeah, this might be the worst episode of this show. 2 years of this, and this might be the worst.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's got some of the same problems.
Well,
I don't know.
It also creates new problems with characters that we've already established.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So, anyway.
Gotta recover from that.
Thank you for joining us on the Power Chamber podcast. Hopefully the season gets a little bit better. We're kind of in a little bit of a state. Also, I wanted to bring this up. Nickelodeon extended the contract with Saban for another 3 years.
But
so
Bandai is no longer exclusively making Power Rangers toys.
Right. Bandai of America has released the Master's License, which was immediately scooped up by Hasbro.
Of course it was.
So, I was going to ask you, does this open the door for the Hub Network to pick up Power Rangers?
I think this show has infinite possibilities. There's a fan base here.
Yeah.
Obviously. So, and we catered it.
Not with episodes like this.
Not with it.
I guarantee I'm going to find somebody who this is the favorite one. This is the best one. Because we did character things.
No, there won't be.
God, it's such a rush job.
Yeah. We had a lot of potential.
We had way too much
A lot of ideas went into this episode. But we never went anywhere
we never went full force let's go all in with this.
Doesn't happen.
Yeah.
It's very sad.
But anyway, join us for episode 5. We're going to be talking about that.
And also the best Power Ranger movie of all time.
Yeah.
Join us next time. I'm Ice Chip Andy.
I'm Nick, a.k.a. Iron Bat 1993. May the Power Chamber protect you.